Hello students, good morning everyone. Today's our 8th class science topic is about pressure. Pressure exerted by fluids or generally in liquids. Fluids means those substances which have tendency to flow are also known as the liquids, just as water, honey, milk, etc. How pressure is generally exerted by the fluids? When an object is immersed in a liquid, the liquid exerts a net upward force, and this upward force determines whether an object will float or sink into the water. Understand what we say? When an object is immersed in a water, then this object has some weight and a net upward force is exerted by the water on the object. This net upward force determines whether the given object will float into the water or sink into the water. If the upward force exceeds the weight of the object will float. Means if the upward force exceeds greater than the weight of the object, then the object will float on the water. And if the weight of the object is more than the upward force, then the object will sink into the water. Okay students, pressure in a liquid, how the pressure is affected? Pressure in a liquid increases with increasing depth. As the depth of the liquid increases, the pressure of the liquid also increases, because as we go down, the greater the weight of the liquid above. As we go downward, the weight of the liquid which is above the water is more, and the pressure exerted by the liquid increases as we go into the depth. The pressure experienced by the deep sea divers is so great that they have wear specially designed suits, that is special suits, diving suits. Dams are made stronger and thicker at the bottom. Dams are also made thicker and stronger at the bottom as compared to above part, because to withstand the high pressure at greater depths. At more depths, more pressure is withstand. After that, pressure at depths equal in all directions. Next is the pressure acts equal in all directions. Suppose we have a tank that contains water and we make many holes at equal height. Then the flow of water in both the holes takes place at the same speed, because pressure acts in equal heights in all directions. Same level. Water comes out fast and spreads equally from each hole. Pressure exerted by the water at this depth is same in all directions. After that, pressure of liquid also depends upon the density of the liquid. Pressure which is exerted by the liquid also depends upon the density of the given liquid, because density of different liquid is different. Water is heavier than kerosene oil. What is density? Density is mass upon volume. If mass of a substance is high, then density is also high. So water is heavier than kerosene oil, means density of water is high than kerosene oil. And what we observe in this process? With the help of activity, we take a tube and pure water in one tube and kerosene in the other tube. We will find that the plug of the tube filled with water is bigger. This is one tube that contains water. This is another tube that contains kerosene oil. Water plug that contains water is more than compared to oil because density of water is more. So, plug formed by the tube filled with water is bigger. After that, liquids also exert pressure on the side of the vessel. Sides of the vessel. When we take a metallic cylinder provided with a small opening near the base. Metallic cylinder provided with a small opening near the base, and with this opening we attach a balloon. With this opening we attach a balloon. Now we pour water in the cylinder. We observe that as we increase the level of the water, the balloon starts bulging out. Here we attach a balloon. As the water increases, this balloon gets bulging out because liquids exert pressure on the sides of the vessel also. After that, a liquid seeks its own level. It makes its own level itself. How we can say that? When we take many tubes of various shapes which are connected each other by a horizontal pipe and pure water through any one of the vertical tubes, besides these various shapes of the tube, water filled into all the tubes at equal height. We observe that water stands at the same horizontal level in each vessel regardless of the shape of the vessel. It means liquid decides its own level, equal level. Okay, on this region, water reservoirs or storage tanks are placed at a higher level, that is on the top of the buildings. Water reservoirs or tanks are placed in higher level, that is top of the buildings. On the basis of these, now we conclude the properties of the liquid pressure. Liquid pressure on the exerts pressure on the bottom of the container does not depend on the area of the bottom. It acts perpendicular to the base. The pressure exerted by the liquid does not depend upon the bottom of the container and also not depend on the area of the bottom, but it acts perpendicular to the base. Next property is liquid exert pressure at any point inside the liquid depends upon the density of the liquid. Depends on the density of the liquid. Liquid also exerts pressure on all the sides of the vessel, also exerts pressure in all directions, equal in all directions. An external pressure applied on a liquid in a closed container is transmitted uniformly throughout the liquid. When an external pressure is applied in a closed container, then it is transmitted uniformly throughout the liquid. These are the main basic properties that is shown by the liquid when pressure is exerted by the liquid. Okay, students? After that, manometer. What is manometer? Manometer is a device which is used to measure the pressure. Manometer is a device which is used to measure the pressure. It consists of a U-shaped tube containing a liquid. Manometer is a U-shaped tube consists of a liquid. The difference in the liquid level represents the applied pressure. In the U-shaped tube, there is a difference of liquid takes place, and this difference of liquid represents the applied pressure. This difference represents the applied pressure. It is a U-shaped tube. After that, now we will study about Pascal's law. What is Pascal's law? The pressure exerted at any point on an enclosed liquid. The pressure exerted at any point on an enclosed container. Pressure exerted at any point on an enclosed container is transmitted in all directions. In an enclosed liquid is transmitted in all directions. This is known as the Pascal's law. This shows that a pressure applied at one end of the water contained in U-tube is transmitted equally in all directions. This shows that pressure applied at one end of the water is transmitted, contained in the U-tube is transmitted equally in all directions. Now, what are the applications? Applications of this Pascal's law. Applications. First, principle of hydraulic machine. Principle of hydraulic machine. Principle of each machine is that a small force applied on a small piston is transmitted to produce a large force on the bigger piston. When a small force is applied on a small piston, is transmitted to produce a large force on the larger piston, bigger piston. Suppose we have two cylindrical vessels P and Q connected by a horizontal tube R. The vessels contain a liquid and they are provided with watertight pistons. The vessel P is of the smaller diameter than the vessel Q. Here we have two vessels P and Q. P has smaller diameter as compared to Q and both are connected to R. Let area of cross section of the vessel P be A1. Area of cross section P be A1 and Q be A2. Force applied, it exerts a force F1 on the piston A and F2 on the piston B. Pressure applied on the piston A is F1 upon A1. P is equals to F1 upon A1, or we can also say that P1 is equals to this. According to Pascal's law, the pressure exerted on piston A is transmitted through the liquid to piston B, and the pressure P2 becomes equals to P1 is equals to F1 upon A1 is equals to F2 upon A2. Here P2 is equals to P1. According to Pascal's law, the pressure applied on piston P1 becomes equal to the P2. P2 is equals to P1 and this is equals to F1 upon A1. Hence, the upward force exerted on the piston B is F2 is equals to, from here, F2 is equals to F1 upon A1 into A2. F2 is equals to F1 upon A1 into A2, because P2 is equals to P1, F2 upon F1, F2 upon A2 is equals to F1 upon A1. From here, F2 is equals to F1 upon A1 multiply में A2. This is that. This is the Pascal's law. From here we know that A2 is the greater than A1. So F2 is also greater than F1. A2 is greater than A1. So F2 is greater than F1. After that, examples of a hydraulic machine. Hydraulic machine works on the Pascal's law. Hydraulic machine works on Pascal's law. Hydraulic jack or hydraulic lift. Jack is used for lifting heavy vehicles. Hydraulic jack or machine. Hydraulic jack or machine is used for lifting heavy vehicles such as car, trucks, scooters. In service station for repairing, it works on the principle of Pascal's law. On the principle of hydraulic machine. Hydraulic jack. Similarly, as in Pascal's law, we observe construction. Hydraulic jack consists of the two cylindrical vessels P and Q connected to each other by a tube R. The piston A in the narrow cylinder P is attached to the lever A and the piston B in the cylinder which is attached to the pipe Q, cylinder Q. The vessels are filled with a liquids. Now, how this hydraulic jack or lift work on the principle of Pascal's law? P and Q both are connected to the R. Here piston A and here piston B works. This is larger in area, this is smaller in area. Both are connected to R. We fill a liquid in this container. Okay. Now working when lever is pressed down by applying the effort, the valve B opens. Because the increase in pressure in the cylinder P, the liquid runs out from the cylinder P to the cylinder Q. When we apply pressure from here or when we open, lever is pressed, then the liquid starts flowing from here to the side of the Q, from P to side of the Q. As a result, the piston B rises up and it raises the car and lifts in upward direction. As the liquid goes through here, then the pressure which is exerted by the liquid lifts up the car and car goes in upward direction. Raises the car placed on the platform. When the car reaches the desired height, the handle H of the lever is no longer pressed. Means here now we not press the lever or piston of this side on this P. The valve gets closed so that the liquid may not run back from the cylinder Q to the cylinder P. After that, here we close the valve P so that the liquid not get back from Q to the point P. And in service stations, repairing of car is done by using the principle of Pascal's law. Okay students, this is about the Pascal's law. Now this chapter is finished. You have to solve numerical problems on this chapter. Thank you.